Creating Facebook ads can be really frustrating. It's time consuming if you do it through Facebook Manager, and sometimes you just get stuck. So let's take a look at how Scalify can simplify this process by comparing the two together. So let's dive in. So let's start off in the Facebook Ads Manager. Let's create a campaign. Let's do a traffic objective and let's continue. From here, we will need to give our campaign a name. And from here, we can also, if you want to include special ad categories, you can do so here if your ad is suitable for this. For now, I will just skip this. These are the campaign details. Traffic, you can show more options if you want to. So as you can see, you can add your campaign spending limit, and this will be your total spending limit if you wanted to. You can also enable A/B testing, and you also have campaign budget optimization. So if you enable this means that the Facebook Ads Manager is going to take a look at all your different ad sets inside your campaign and will only spend more on a specific ad set that is performing well and less on the other ones. So this can definitely help you out if you're just starting and you don't know which ad set is performing the best, what kind of ad, what kind of audience and stuff like that. So campaign budget optimization is a great option and you can choose this if you wanted to. Let's press next and we will go into the ad set details. You can give your ad set a name. And from here, you can select your traffic source. So if you want to direct them to a website, an app, Messenger, or WhatsApp, you can all do this directly inside of the ad campaign. Now we can also toggle on dynamic creative if we wanted to. And this will allow Facebook to match different kinds of headlines, descriptions, so ad descriptions, and images or videos if you have them together to create the best looking result. Then from here, you can also set your schedule. You can create new audiences if you want to. So let's say I want to have an audience of US. There we go. We can select the age. You can select the gender. So if you have a specific kind of product that you want to sell, you could, for example, if it would be makeup, you most definitely want to target mostly women, right? So you can just press edit and then you can only target women if you wanted to. So this is a good way to segment your audience as well, depending on which type of product or service you are selling. You can also do detailed targeting, all demographics, interests, and behaviors. So if you do this, then you will be able to segment your audience even more. You can also select your languages. So let's do that as well. Let's say we are just going to target the English market. And then from here, we can also do placements, optimization and delivery, link clicks. You can see a lot of options and it is a little bit time consuming. Then from here, you are finally able to create your ad itself. So let's give it a name. Okay, so let's say we are going with a single image, select the images. Soon as we selected the image, you can also upload more images as well, of course. You can have your headlines, your primary text, your headlines, and your description. You can also add more options if you wanted to, right? So you can just add a new option. There we go. Let's go with a headline. You can also enable tracking if you wanted to. So this is the final setup inside of a single ad set with a Facebook ad inside. But what if you wanted to add more ad sets? Well, then you will need to go back. And from here, you will be able to press edit. You can go to your ad sets and you can also duplicate your ad set and then give a new target audience, for example, or if you want to do something else, you can do so as well. But you need to duplicate the ad set and then be able to set up your next set of ads. So let's take a look if Scalify is a lot easier to work with in this case. So inside of Scalify, let's say we're going to launch. Let's go with find new leads and customers by testing different interest audiences and creatives. So let's say launch ad. From here, we can also create a new offer if you want to, but it's totally optional. So let's press skip. let's go with a new campaign. Let's go with the same one, traffic, and let's give this a name as well. You can also enable campaign budget optimization directly from here. So that's really easy to do. We can say a daily budget of, let's say, 100 euros. You can also set your campaign spend limit directly here. So as you can see, this will be your total spend limit of your campaign if you wanted to. You can even go into advanced settings and you can have your bid strategy and your delivery type set as well. You can enable lowest cap, you can do cost cap and bid cap. So those are all available. For the delivery type, I do not have anything standard for now. So let's go to the ad sets itself. From here, we can go to the scheduling itself. We can say start date immediately, or we can give it a certain day and time, 12 p.m. And we can also add the end date and the ad spend limit as well. Let's go with next. Now we are going to target different kinds of audiences. So inside of the ad manager, you need to create different kinds of ad sets, right? Duplicate the ad set, change the target audience. Inside of Scalify, you can just create a new variation directly here. So for example, you can add your demographics if you want to. So if the demographics would be people who are interested in marketing, then Scalify will search up that specific marketing. As you can see here, marketing communications, you have a lot of different kinds of marketing targeted. So let's go with social media marketing. And we can also do exclude if we wanted to, but let's leave it at social media marketing for now. So if I want to target another audience variation, I can easily do so here. So I can say, for example, I want now to target digital marketing. There we go. And then you can add multiple variations if you wanted to. And from here, you will see that your total ad sets are now 2 out of 200. This is the limitation of my Scalify account. But you can definitely see your ad sets created here right away. Now we go over to the next part, so the locations. So we can, for example, say I wanted to target United States, right? Like in my Facebook ads campaign. We can do so really easily here. We can also select the language. So let's just say English. There we go. I do not want to add any more locations. I only wanted to target US. So let's go next, and then we go into the gender. So we could say this is the first variation, but let's create a new variant. So I want to target from 25 up to 35. So let's do that. There we go. And then you can also select your genders. So a male, female, all, or you can also split if you wanted to. But let's say generate. There we go. Now you have your variation 1, right? What you could also do is, if you want to test multiple variations, you can also give a from date. So let's say that will be 25 still. And let's target up to 45. But now we can say we want to split it. Split the audience into sections. So let's say every 5 years. There we go. And now let's generate. And now you will see that you will have variations 25 to 30, 31 to 36, 37 to 42, and 43 to 45. You now created multiple audiences depending on age. And you will also see that your ad sets are now 8 instead of just 2. We can now go to the next button. So by default, automatic placements are on, but you can also add placements variations. So if you want to take a look at, does automatic placement work better than your own custom variation, then you can do so as well. So for example, for variation 2, I only want the Facebook newsfeed, for example, and the Instagram newsfeed. That's about it. And you will see that now your ad sets have been doubled to 16 already. Inside of the ads manager, you would need to duplicate this multiple times to achieve the same, and then go into each ad set and really get the audience up and running again. So let's say I'm going just with these, right? Let's press next, and now we can set the ad set optimization. We can say optimization for ad delivery, link clicks, impressions, landing page views, daily unique reach. Let's leave it at link clicks. And then we can also, when you get charged for impressions or link clicks. Let's go to the ad creatives. So now we are at the ad level, right? So we can create a new creative. There we go. We can select the page, select next. We can create new page post. So let's add multiple ad text variations to split. So let's just insert some dummy text. There we go. And let's add another one. There we go. Let's press next. Because now we are able to select the media. So you can see that it's really a step-by-step process, right? So let's take a look. So let's say I'm going to select this one. That would be a good one. So we will have the URL. So add the URL you would like to advertise. There we go. Then we have the call to action. So we can select the call to action. And since this is a blog, we can say learn more. We can also test multiple call to actions. So let's say we are also going to go with watch more, and let's leave it at this. Let's go with the description. So add the headline and description variations. So here will be the headline, and you can do multiple ones as well if you want to. Let's press next. And as you can see, you have multiple variations now. So let's just enable them all, and let's press next. Then from here you have your overview of your entire ad. So you will see your campaign name, campaign traffic, spending limit. There is no spending limit. You have your campaign budget optimization, budget, bid strategy, and you will see your total ad sets. You can even calculate the potential reach, except for a few, depending on the targeted audience. And if you're happy with this, you can press next, and then you will come to the targeting. So how would you like to set up your ad and ad sets? So you have your ad. This is the recommended one, all ads inside each ad set. So let Facebook algorithm determine which ad should receive more impressions, or you can also do each ad inside a separate ad set. So this way, if you choose this one, you will be able to choose or force Facebook to spend all of the ad set budget on each ad. Could have beneficial effects, but most times the recommended one will be this one. So Facebook algorithm can choose the correct ad and ad set and spend more budget on it. From here you will see the ad set naming, and you can change it as well if you wanted to. So you have the campaign and the location. You have your objectives that you can add, the targeted audiences, mobile devices, mobile operating systems, etc., etc. You can also enable Google Analytics UTM tags. So soon, if you have Google Analytics installed on your website, this will be able to track it all. And then you can just launch your campaign. It's that easy to do. Besides launching your campaign, you can also automate your campaign management. And if you want to do this, you can just go to automate. You can create an automation. You can choose from the library, or you can start a new automation from scratch if you wanted to. But let's choose one from the library. So you will have a quick start. Quick start, as you can see here. These are ROAS based. These are CAC based. Duplicate winning campaigns. So soon as you see a winning campaign, it will automatically duplicate it for you and enable this. But let's say we are going with scaling and use this strategy. So as you can see here, the average order value, the average COGS, the max cost per purchase, and the max daily budget. These are the parameters that are set up, but you can easily just adjust these. And this means that soon as a campaign performs in a particular way, Scalify will automatically implement these changes for you. So if we want to do this one from scratch, for example, if we go back and say I want to do a new automation, you can give it an automation name. You can go with a description if you wanted to, but now you can say these automations will apply to the campaigns, the ad sets, or the ads. So if we have different kinds of ad sets, right? You can then say automatically select. And then from here, you can say the parent campaign or the parent ad set. Then soon as you have your name and target, you can then generate one of the actions. So what is happening? We can then pause the ad set, start the ad set budget, can delete the ad set, increase the budget for that particular ad set, decrease the ad set. As you can see here, you have so many options to automate your entire campaign. If a particular ad set performs well, you can let Scalify add more ad spend to that particular winning ad set, which will scale that particular ad set, but also optimize your campaign automatically for you. Otherwise, you would need to go in multiple times a day or once a day and check which ad set is performing better and add more ad spend to that one instead. So you can see how Scalify simplifies the process by just letting you create your ad from campaign level into several steps over to ad set up your ad itself, and it generates all the different ad sets for you because you provided all the different kinds of variations. And this saves incredible amounts of time, but you can also let Scalify automate the campaign for you, improve certain ad sets, ad spends, and disabling or delete ad spends that are not performing well enough with the parameters that you set up. So be sure to grab yourself a copy of Scalify today. The link will be on top and in the video description. And make sure you do not miss out on this because it will make your life so much easier than trying to manage all your different kinds of Facebook ads inside the Facebook Manager itself. Take care and talk soon.